What's going on, guys? Hey, welcome back to the Martini Project weekly vlog. So today we're going to change it up as we always do on the vlog, and I think we're going to just kind of stay inside. I'm going to talk through a couple of cool things that we've done, and we're going to make it sweet and simple. One of the big reasons is we have been hammered with snow. So it's heading into April. By the time you guys see this, it will be already, and the snow just has been relentless. So we didn't get out as much as we'd like to, but we do got some cool stuff to talk about, so stay tuned.
I know we will keep coming back to you and all the things you've done for me and you. Oh, I wanna get a lifetime of this, but I hope it won't take too long to confess to ourselves. I keep calling.
What's going on, guys? So obviously we are in the home office, and it is kind of a mess in here. Let me kind of walk you through this stuff. Let's see. Let's kind of walk you through it a little bit in here, I guess. This is a North Face rack. I got this from a store that was closing down up here for a really cheap price. I ended up finding these racks in there, these little side pieces that you see here. I ended up finding those in the same store. It went to a different display, but they let me purchase them, and they ended up working on it. I had to put these little brackets on them, but that's what gives it the shelves. This is pretty much my gear shelf that I do and don't use really at the moment. If you look at this mess over here, that's kind of the charging station for all of the equipment for shooting video, whether it's the YouTube stuff or it is the vlog or it's for someone professionally. This is kind of the little mini hub I have going. I have been putting stuff I'm going to do reviews on kind of in the center slot, so I keep it remembered. It is the real deal North Face. I love this thing. It's very versatile. We do have the Xbox and the PlayStation up here. Haven't really played it because I just haven't had time, but we are going to do a review. You'll see it come out in the next couple of weeks on the Xbox One Elite controller, which is really cool. I use it on the computer more than I do on the Xbox. Just because on occasion I'll play a game on my computer and it's just plugged right in. It's pretty sweet. Anyways, let's keep going here. So why are we in the office today? Well, it's been snowing like a madman here over the last couple of days in Alaska. It's pretty much April. By the time you guys watch it, it's going to be April. And it sucks because I took the studs and the snow tires off my truck. We ended up trading in and changing out another vehicle we had and all this other stuff. So we weren't prepared for it. Staying at home for the next couple of days. Why? Because it's safer to stay at home. Roads are nasty. You're not driving around very much. It's super icy out. It's just not a pleasant time to be outside. So let's keep going though. In the office we also have, of course, that's a TV I use as my second monitor. So that's a TV. I'm actually uploading the Wrenched Out Reviews GoPro USB video. If you guys use GoPros, check that out. It'll come out in the next couple of weeks. It's a cost-effective, wicked tool. Anyways, so that's loading right now. That's what I was doing. We've got Adobe Media Encoder below. That's what the black screen right there is. This is a UHD monitor because we do shoot in 4K on occasion. Some of the earlier vlogs and all the videos were in 4K. I kind of backed it off because it takes longer. The versatility and frame rates kind of fluctuate depending on which equipment I'm using. So we did move over to just 1080. What else do we have? The box beside is a backup power system. We've got one of the things, if you've seen, or maybe you haven't seen it on the business block, which is where I talk a little bit about business. It's on one of our playlists. I try to be, and I'm not always, but I try to be positive. I try to look look at the happy side of things. And I do that for a reason, especially as I've gotten older. Doing this is a good example. So if you're a vlogger or you're a YouTuber, setting up the cameras, doing this, doing that, moving around, talking, trying to come up with good content, good transitions, good B-roll. I want to make it this thing, and part of it's creativity, part of it, is what is your skill set with cameras? Are you artistic enough to get some of these cool pan shots and some of these cool, if you've got a drone, some of those cool epic drone shots? What is the material? What is the content? All of that stuff. But don't let the stuff get to you. With us building a internet business, and it's still growing, thanks to you guys that are watching the YouTube channel, it's a lot of work to put together a vlog. It's a lot of work to put together any video. I know a lot of people kind of take it for granted. It's like, oh, they just grab a camera, they just do this. Well, that's not reality. If you have done it, my hat's off to you. And if you're continuing to do it and you're continuing to grow, my hat's completely off to you guys, because it's a learning experience, especially if you keep pushing yourself artistically and creatively. That's where we're at with this. To be honest, I didn't really want to do a vlog. I'm still on the fence on it. I like the idea behind the vlog better than I necessarily like the vlog. And the reason is this. So we do a weekly vlog. I enjoy it. I enjoy talking. I enjoy kind of walking through. What I enjoy more than that is watching it during the editing phase to see, how did I interact? How was my communication? Was it clear? Was the content good? And sometimes my opinion doesn't matter because it's you guys that watch, but you get to take kind of that special, that I get to review myself kind of moments. And it's not that you have to be overcritical or undercritical. It's just that you have that opportunity to. And I think that's a super important thing as you guys do the vlogs or as you do any of this stuff. So that is why, if you see my business block, to kind of bring it back full circle, I always write one of these on here. My wife got this for me for Christmas. It's this cool box. My daughter comes in here when I'm working in stuff, and she says, "Dad, you changed the card?" And what it is, it's just got nice sayings, like, so I just switched it now for today, and it's, be willing to trust your instincts, especially if you cannot find answers elsewhere. And that's by Brian Coleslaw. And so there's a bunch in here. They're double-sided. I don't know how many's in here, but it was a gift. I love the thing because I'll be plugging away on the computer, going into social media stuff, and then you just like, man, this is crazy, and you get to read something nice. So I don't know why I threw that in there, but I did, so you guys gotta watch it. Let's keep cruising. Let's go over on this side. As you can see right there, I have a pile of cords running down because the CPU that I use for the video editing and all of that is actually sitting right here. You can't really see it. It's just it's a juiced up Alienware computer. It's got a GTX 1080. We've got 4 hard drives, a bunch of external hard drives because of what we do as far as being a media company. That's just the tip of the iceberg. As we grow, that's going to be old and outdated. There's the Astro A40s. If you saw the video on that, that was a headset I did a review on. Still love those bad boys. Wireless printer. It's kind of a piece of crap. You can get... One thing that's funny about printers that we've taken note on is if you go to Walmart or Target or whatever your local store is, Target especially, you can go buy a new printer that's on clearance there every few months, and it's actually cheaper to buy a new printer than it is to buy ink. And I know that's kind of crazy and kind of consumerism-esque, to where it's like, dude, you're buying a new printer, just buy the ink, less wasteful. But I've actually bought a half a dozen of those and then give them away or sell them. And it's not for just the ink. It's, you get better. We've gotten better printers over and over and over at little to no cost because we sell the old ones. So keep your eye on that. It's kind of an interesting, weird deal thing that we came about. As you can see, also I've got my my laptop sitting there. If you guys have an office or a room or half a room, maybe it's your bedroom. I have a desk in my bedroom that we use, that I'll use on my laptop. My wife will use her laptop. It's not a lot of space by any means, but it is nice so you can kind of jump on and do your thing. But one thing I would suggest if you're gonna build an office, or you have an office, or you're doing the YouTube vlog thing, or you're just a YouTuber and you're doing gaming videos, whatever, maybe get a whiteboard, because I love the whiteboard. It's got a bunch of stuff. You probably can't see it very well, which is fine. But I constantly kind of update this and write, hey, I need to do X. Hey, what about Y? Hey, and you know, obviously I've got a lot of apps and a lot of other programs that reinforce that. But if you've got a work area or workstation, it does help if you're semi-organized here. Obviously we got bookshelves full of books and documents and stuff like that. This side of the room's kind of a mess. So I'm not going to show you that. My wife's clothing business is kind of taking up this side of the room. So I know this wasn't a super exciting, fancy like the last one with all the B-roll and all of that, but I thought, hey, 10 minutes, let's throw a 10-minute video out. Let's just talk through some of the office stuff. This is what I'm doing right now. I mean, this is the weekly vlog, really. I'm uploading a video, shot some stuff, wanted to share some of the gear stuff with you guys just because I thought it would be kind of cool. So thank you guys for tuning in. Summer's coming, and I promise you over the next couple of videos, we got some wicked stuff coming out for you. So check it out. Also check out our other playlists on this channel as well if you haven't seen it. And all of our content is always featured day of on the wrench.experiment.com, including the vlogs. So check that out as well. We're all over social media. I know I say that all the time, but we always appreciate to see people cross over from one platform to the other to check us out on whether it's Twitter or Instagram or Facebook, and obviously you're here on YouTube. So I hope you guys enjoy. That's it for the Martini Project this week. We continue to grow every vlog, so we'll see you next week.